New York. What the fuck? What the fuck are we gonna talk about New York? 9/11. Just put 9/11, honestly.
Everyone look at the camera.
That's enough of that.
Okay.
Got our thumbnail.
We're recording.
Yes.
This is the podcast. I'm joined here with my co-hosts, Sammy and I Killen. Gonna pass that one to them. Let them introduce themselves.
Yes. I'm I Killen.
The fuck was that?
Alright, guys, that was the introduction stage. So, guys,
9/11 was a good thing.
9/11 was...
If you think about it, like, logically, like, sure, 1,000 people got completely fucked, right?
Yeah.
But also, the
A
way,
lot of
like,
great memes came from 9/11.
okay, not a lot of good memes, but also, like, just planes in general, or, like, the way... You can't bring, like, you used to be able to bring a fucking gun onto a plane. Fuck, 9/11 happens, fuck that shit.
It's a
Out
good
the
point.
window.
Yep.
Out the window.
And
You
now
gotta
we got
think of
TSA.
shit. You gotta think of shit, like, positively. Because people are just like, oh, 9/11 fucking sucked. Yeah, but also, you know.
Fuck you! So guys, it's the Nuked podcast.
Yes.
Picture of Nuke on screen. Pictures of me and Bartholomew editing this on screen. I'll probably be like, we'll show them Bartholomew.
Call leader himself.
Nuke.
You can just take a picture and Nuke on the screen.
A picture of fucking Minnie.
Yes.
That's kind of what we're all about.
It's kind of like our cult leader.
You know, this is gonna segue us into the first section of the Nuked podcast. Our first section is bad media. So guys,
What do you mean by
bad media that I've heard, seen, or read recently. I got a movie I want to talk about.
Okay.
So if anyone has any like bad songs, keep it in your brain, because I got something to say.
I agree a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be fun.
Movie. It's a Netflix original movie that I was watching with Nick last night. By the way, me and the boys, you know, we were a little flaccid,
Okay.
if you know what I mean.
I agree.
Yeah. So, like, the boys were a little flaccid. I thought my skin was eating itself, like, away.
Sorry.
Okay.
What?
I was, like, so hungry and I had nothing to eat for, like, a day. And then, like, when me and the boys got
Like
a
a
little,
crack
when me and the
addict.
boys got a little runny, you know, when the boys got a little runny,
yeah.
I felt like my flesh was fucking eating itself. Which was...
What?
So-
so you're a kid in a suburban neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and you just straight up didn't eat for a whole fucking day,
It was 2 days.
dude. That's okay. 3 days is
I
ripping
had-
like
I
under,
had-
hunger straight.
I had like a like Doritos.
Yeah, so nutritious. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. So that's why I was like on the couch and I was like,
It's like that time when you drank like 2 bangs and you like thought you were literally gonna fucking die.
kind of like that. But I'm like chilling. I'm like, I'm so queasy. So I'm like, oh, it's gonna cure gonna swing me back in the right place of mind. Not child porn, but there is kids making out. So if you do not like that, tune out right now.
Tune the fuck. Actually, just for clarification, if you are one of those fucking soft pieces of shit, just
tune out.
Get
Just
the
tune out.
fuck out of here, all right? You're not gonna like when you see it.
Yeah. So basically, the premise of the movie. The movie first, it's a Netflix original. already a bad sign.
Already a bad
A fucking Netflix original.
It's one of these movies that they're trying to like relate to the youth with.
Oh,
Like
Oh,
super
no.
hard, but they clearly don't understand.
So they just fail like costly on that.
Yeah. So what happened was
I'm not prepared.
dude, how the movie starts, it's a sequel and it's called like Babysitters like Killer Queen, some bullshit. My babysitter's a vampire
Oh.
killer queen.
I saw the first one of that.
It probably wasn't good.
Why would you
It was-
watch
it was-
that?
I was curious because the main cover girl was like a fucking babe.
Dude, she's a babe.
babe.
She's a babe.
But the movie.
Did they
was
get it on?
absolute
Did they get it
booby
on?
cheeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, yeah. In the first one.
Oh, really?
Woo! Well, not they don't get it on.
The plot revolves around this guy and like apparently everyone thinks he's like a fucking schizophrenic because like in the first movie like some babysitter like I didn't even watch the first movie,
I
but
did.
like a bunch of crazy shit happens and they like drive into his house and then like apparently like it all just cleans up so everyone thinks that like he's crazy or whatever. So he's like taking pills and whatever. He's like, I gotta forget. And he's like popping pills and he's like, that they're prescribed to him. And there's a bunch of like corny, like, I'm jerking off jokes. Like, Dad, don't walk in on me while I'm jerking off. And like,
This movie sounds horrible.
how the movie starts is there's this guy, and we already got like the basic plot out of the line, but he goes to school where we see the love interest of the film, which is also his babysitter from the first movie. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know.
He sees something and he's like, oh, me being 14 years old.
Oh, monkey brain. You know.
Yeah.
So
Great.
the gears are spinning, and she has like this girlfriend or whatever, and they're like, "Yo, my dad's gonna try and make me go to some conversion therapy and make me forget all my memory. You know what we should do? Should sneak out to the lake. All the kids are sneaking out to the lake over the weekend.
Good old fucking lake time.
Dude, good old high school.
What the
Can
fuck
I talk
do you
about
do
high
in
school?
Dude, classic
Sneaking
high school.
out to the lake.
Dude, so high school.
Yeah.
It's over the top high
Who
school.
the fuck goes to a lake if they don't have a boat?
No, it's so
Like,
high
what
school.
do you
Dude,
do?
no, but there's so many, there's like, it's like a fucking, like, it's like Coachella out there, dude. It's a fucking
Coachella.
wasteland of like fucked up 16-year-olds, and they're all like drinking and shit, and there's like boats on the water. Hello? Okay. There's like a bunch of boats on the water or whatever, and basically the girl like takes them in their dad's car, so their parents are like, oh my god, my car's gone. No, I gotta get my kids at the lake. No. And we'll cut to where it got good. They were on like this houseboat on the lake. This movie probably makes no sense the way I've explained it so far.
It's like one of those things that you kind of have to watch for yourself to like.
But I'm just
But
like,
like you would never want to watch it.
but my main gripes with the movie are like how it's trying to relate to the kids, but none of this shit fucking happens at all.
It's like one of those when a youth like a TikToker or something, they go on like an interview, and then the interview's like really trying to fit in.
Yeah.
But they come across to everybody at home like cringy as fuck. It's kind of like that, right?
Yeah, it's like that, and they're writing in jokes where it's like, dude, in what fucking world is anyone this like crazy, quirky, like, it's so
Who
fucked
the
up.
fuck would sneak off to the lake?
Dude, I'm trying to think of
Who
a.
the
Dude,
fuck?
go for a swim.
I feel like
at
it's like
3 a.m.
go to the football game, not fucking go to the lake.
Another part of the movie that I think is like gonna help fit this narrative of like trying to relate to the kids, but it's like so unrealistic, was some girl, like she's new to the school and she's getting introduced to the class, and she just like starts screaming like actual screams at the top of her lungs.
I'm gonna
And-
need to check this fucking
And
one
like,
out.
and she's saying a bunch of fucking, just like completely off the rails shit. She's like, I really think we should stray away from fitting into society and all be different. I just feel like I could scream. And she's like screaming in front of like this class that like it does not look like a high school classroom. Maybe in like the fucking 90s.
Yeah.
It's like a bunch of wooden desks like all laid out. Looks like a fucking Key and Peele skit. It's like it's
Yeah.
and then she's like walking and she goes to her walker and she opens it and there's like a bloody bunny in there with like a fortune from a Chinese cookie that says it ends tonight on it. So
What
I'm
the
thinking
fuck?
if this happens at our high school and they open their locker and they just see a fucking bunny covered in blood.
A literal dead fucking animal in their locker.
They're like, yeah, what do we do now, you know?
What the fuck?
So she picks it up, she's looking at it, she's like,
Imagine nowadays walking in high school. You just look over and some fucking new girl that you've never met is just holding a dead fucking
dude,
bunny.
that's what I was
Examining
thinking
and
about.
shit.
I was like, how is this realistic at all?
I feel like when you're making a movie like that, you have to add in like some sort of realistic aspects in it.
Yeah.
Not just
That's
what
just
the
a dead
fuck is
fucking
that?
bunny.
Holy
So-
fuck.
Back to like the houseboat scene when they sneak out to the lake, guys. 90% of the budget did not go into renting out the houseboat for them to stay on. So basically, they're like, all right, guys, let's play this game where we have cards and we flip it over. Whoever has a match has to go in the closet. So like the main love interest
Fucking closet.
and my fucking schizophrenic friend who's wearing like corduroys and a matching suit. I'm not even gonna begin to explain. Picture on screen now, but he's like, I can't even like. Okay, so they go into the closet and she's like, he's like, don't you have a girlfriend? And she's like, not for 2 minutes.
Oh!
and they're like
Ugh.
chilling in there and she's like groping him. She's like touching him and like rubbing his nipples and I'm like I'm sitting on the couch
This
and
has escalated so far.
Reese had already fallen asleep, so I look at Reese and I'm like, man. So here I am watching this incredibly shit horror movie alone. And she's like kissing him and my guy is just standing there like this. He's like while he's just getting kissed. They're like full on like making out. Like she's going for stuff and she's like
Is this what you do at high school lake boat parties?
and she's like he's like I like the taste of the backside of your teeth.
What the fuck, dude?
Just like completely weird fucking jokes that they're writing in that are like so
Don't land.
and then after like 45 seconds of my boy getting absolutely fucking just turned on, he like finally starts getting in for it and he's like grabbing her like this and he's like
What the fuck?
Oh, I don't like
Stop
this.
it.
and around then I paused the movie
Just say,
because
"Fuck
Just to
this."
take like a break and
yeah,
just be like,
I paused the
like
movie.
what the fuck is going on here?
Not to mention the opening scene was like the weirdest shit I've ever seen.
I'm watching this movie when I get home.
Yeah, we recommend it. Babysitter, Vampire, Killer Queen, Netflix
you
original,
wanna get, like,
2021,
really weirded
Lake
out?
Party.
Here we go. The lake.
The lake party.
Yeah, but I'll sum up the rest of the movie decently quick, but I'm not gonna like spoil anything. So like obviously we know that the babysitter is gonna like be a fucking vampire. So she like everyone on that boat just like busts through a random fucking window and there's like a bunch of like spirit like high school students that like apparently they come up from like the nether realm but can only do it like once every 2 years or some bullshit.
What?
Yeah, and
What's going on?
taking a break from the main storyline, another thing that aggravates me is like the teachers are doing things that teachers cannot do.
Like what?
This guy he's getting like counseled because they think that he's a fucking schizo, and he's laying on the couch, and the black like nurse, he's like, "Aren't you a nurse?" And he's like, "From 9 to 5." But when I'm with you, we're homies. Am I right? My N-word? He's like calling a fucking student his, young homie Schlatt Bala syndrome, if you know what I'm saying. And and like teachers will like swear at the students.
Fuck.
Like when the girl was introducing herself, he was like, "You crazy bitch!" When she was like screaming in front of the class.
Oh my gosh.
Like what?
So
the
unrealistic.
fuck?
It's like you're in 9th grade. Walk fresh into math class. Your geometry teachers goes, "What's her name?" You're just like, "Sammy." She's like, "Fuck you." Just fuck you.
It was
Imagine that shit.
It was so weird.
Fuck you.
I didn't really like enjoy necessarily, but yeah, they like do that whole shit, and then from there, I'm not like the rest is spoilers, but they're just trying to like escape the lake, but they're on the fucking middle of like
Imagining the CS:GO map right now.
Jesus fucking Christ.
yeah.
I need to just like take a breather and just like take in that summary. 1, great summary. 2, what the fuck was that movie?
Yeah,
And
recommendation
3,
time.
I'm watching it right after this shit.
Yeah.
Right after.
Mhm.
Right onto a classical Netflix original.
Yeah, text me on dude, honestly, the boys, we could stream it in Discord after this.
Dude, maybe.
Yeah.
That might. I want to get weirded out.
Yeah, but recommend it. Welcome back to the Nuked podcast. Recommendation time. I've got a 2011 sitcom featuring 3 not great writing comedians, but I think they can really pull through. I'm, of course, talking about the 2011 classic Workaholics. If you've seen Workaholics, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You know, it's pretty 2011 humor, but for its time, I think it's quite beautiful. Thank you. Alright, bad media.
Wow. First off.
That was a ride.
Whew. Felt like I was fucking on acid there. Holy shit. Bad media. Man. Bad media.
Any music? Any shows? Any books?
Any shows? Currently watching The Sopranos. Very, very good show. Definitely would recommend it.
Yeah, this is bad media.
Bad media.
Bad media.
Shit. Shitty ass shows. Fuck, I actually haven't seen some shit. Okay, Trailer Park Boys. Really shitty made, but like the dialogue,
Yeah, it's good.
perfect.
It's got an aesthetic to it. It's like
Dude, I feel like every season is the
Good.
exact fucking same. It's good. It's
It's
good.
good as hell, but
Great
it's fucking
fucking point.
repetitive.
It's just like, grow weed, get caught by the cops, go to
Leahy's
jail.
a dick.
Yeah, Leahy's a drunk fucking bastard. Go to jail.
Lee's a dick.
you
Randy's
haven't-
fat. Welcome to Trailer Park Boys.
If you haven't seen Trailer Park Boys,
Watch it.
watch it now, or else I'll have sex with you.
yeah, pretty in depth.
What's your guys' favorite member of Trailer Park Boys? Like the 3 main people.
Trevor. Pretty much main 3. You know, he's gotta be.
Trevor. Dude, Trevor and like Trevor have very similar qualities. Skinny, like weed, and also not the greatest on the intelligent part.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think we can actually start talking about music.
Music, the
So-
good old music world.
Yeah, me and Ike had a interesting talk, I would say, on how graduation could be better than late registration for a number of reasons. I mean, if you're seeing this right now, comment below. Actually, don't comment.
Just think to yourself.
I want you to comment right now, Ike.
Late registration is better than graduation.
Yeah. Okay.
Me.
Yeah.
Graduation is better than late registration.
You know, graduation is better than late registration.
Yeah.
But we could get into like a lot of reasons, so I say we limit ourselves to 10 minutes here. with debate style, 2-minute segments back and forth, because I think we could really get onto something here. Team Graduation. I think the album is really, like, poppy, but, like, if you're in a good mood and you're listening to Graduation, it's so fucking good.
It's gonna keep you, well, obviously it's gonna keep you in a good mood, but, like, even if you're in, like, a shitty mood and you listen to Graduation...
It's good if you're looking for something feel good.
Exactly. I guess there's different feels for music, and if you're, like, not happy, then you're probably not
listening to
enjoy
808s.
Yeah, you're gonna be listening to, like, some fucking Lil Peep.
But, like, looking at the track list of Graduation, like, all of these songs are really fucking good, but I'm gonna say Drunken Hot Girls and Big Brother, they're not quite hitting the marks.
Drunken Hot Girls is shit.
Dude,
don't act
Ike,
like
it's
don't act like it's not
it's
good.
a 2-minute.
It's a
2-minute.
Drunken
Ike.
Hot Girls is a decent
You're not
song.
respecting the format,
Kanye's
Ike.
Worst songs
You're not
ever.
respecting the format, Ike.
Me and here, how about this? All right, Graduation. I'd say like it has 6 songs that are literally in Kanye's like top 20 songs for me. About 6 songs, and that's like more than half the fucking album. You know what I mean? So
that's not even half. It's like 43% of the album.
Dude, Ike, will you shut up? We have 2 minutes to talk about whatever we want to.
We're fucking going. You can get in the late registration. Your opinions, all right? You can go fuck yourself right now, all right?
But
My
the
time.
thing.
So, now, Drunken Hot Girls, pretty dog shit song. Not the greatest. And then Barry Bonds, not even that bad. All right.
I agree. I
don't get the fucking hate. I listened to it a few times. I'm like, all right, this could
I
be
think
better.
the beat, and it has Lil Wayne.
Yeah, that's Lil Wayne. Kanye's
can't be
verse is a
mad.
little fucked in the head, but we can forgive that. It's not
My
the greatest
head's so
song
big
ever.
they can't sit.
Dude,
behind me.
Ike, will you shut up?
We're with it for the production. We don't give a fuck about what Kanye could literally say poopity scoop whoop, and we're just like fucking you get him. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And also, okay, so back to my main point, like 6 songs on the album that's top 20 for me in Kanye. You know what I mean? You got like Flashing Lights. You got Can't Tell Me Nothing. You got Good Morning.
True. Can't Tell
Great
Me Nothing.
introduction. I'd
Can't
say
Tell
one
Me
of-
Nothing. Great
song. I'd say Good Morning is definitely like a top 3 opening tracks on a Kanye album. Top 3 for me.
Yes.
You got Good Life, banger. Champion, fucking great sample. What the fuck else do you have?
Yeah, I wonder.
Dude,
I
the
wonder.
thing that I
Great
like,
Homecoming.
Homecoming. Everything I Am. I actually liked Everything I Am. That's a pretty good one.
Me too.
I think something I like a
Doesn't
lot that
like it.
really influenced some of Kanye's work.
Yeah, I can't see ghosts.
When he's making all the instrumentals here, the use of vocals in the instrumentals, in songs like Flashing Lights, get the flash lights, and then like in Homecoming. And in Good Morning and in Champion, you all got like the vocals that really fit well with the instrumental.
Good morning.
Yeah, see, exactly. I thought that was also pretty good. I can't remember if that's in Can't Tell Me Nothing. But
I also, if I
yeah.
have to add, Stronger. Personally, not my favorite, but
True.
very, very influential for his later work and other people's work, because it's one of the most popular Kanye songs, even though I think it's honestly, it's not even in my top 5 on that album, which is,
yeah.
Just because the beat doesn't really work over Kanye's lyrics, in my opinion. Still a great beat by the boys Daft Punk, but so that's also. I feel like one, it's shorter than Late Registration, which I'm more into short albums.
Yeah.
Instead of like long ass fucking albums,
Yeah.
So one thing I do have to say about Late Registration, it has one of my favorite Kanye songs, Touch the Sky, complete banger.
True.
And there's also a lot of good songs on Late Registration. I'd say that's about top 4 or 5 Kanye albums for me. Graduation, that shit's where it's at.
True.
Shit's where it's at. Very poppy, very meant for arenas with people like getting fucking hyped and shit.
Passing remarks to Ike's side of the spectrum. Hashtag late registration hater here, guys. What I have to say about late registration's track list, pulling it up right now, a lot of these songs that, you know, Ike claims to say are like really fucking good. I just don't see it. I think the skits on late registration are so dog shit compared to the College Dropout. His only 2 albums he did skits on. You got College Dropout here.
Actually, pretty decent skits.
Very good skits.
Where I'm actually entertained, even though skits are like fucking 30 seconds long and they're kind of boring. I think they're very unnecessary. But the College Dropout had me engaged. The late registration had me literally wanting to, you know, shoot myself in the head.
Like, I think most, like, I'm gonna say it, there's like 6 fucking skips on here, and all of the skips
again,
are
all of
not
those.
good.
I think if he honestly cut all of those, I'd like late registration way more because it'd just be like a less amount of songs on the album, which isn't a huge deal. And I'm gonna disagree with Sully. I'm not a hater, or a hater of late registration. Still think it's a great album. It's just Graduation is a better album in my opinion.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, fuck Diamonds from Sierra Leone, fuck We Major, fuck Gone, fuck the bonus track, fuck Late, fuck Roses. Everyone says it's so good. I don't like the song.
I like
Deal
Roses.
with it.
I like
Good
Roses.
song. Maybe we could
Bring Me Down, fuck Bring Me Down.
we could maybe go into Ike's
Yeah, I can
looking
talk
like
now.
a genius but also somewhat retarded at
Here,
science's brain.
Well, make sure you get like the good primary.
Get in there, you sexy bastard.
I think late registration is better than graduation, mainly because I think it's more consistent. I think graduation has 3 of Kanye's worst songs. I think some
What
other
about
ones
No,
are
No, No?
mid.
Just saying, what about
Okay,
No, No,
listen,
No?
can I add? Now
What
this
about
is just
4 or 5
my
seconds?
opinion, right?
Yeah, you like Barry Bonds, I get that.
No, I don't like it. But you say there's 3 of his worst songs in his discography.
Yeah, I'm saying
How the fuck is Barry Bonds worse than like
I think that
worse than
Barry
some
Bonds
of
and
those
Drunken
fucking
Hot
shitty
Girls.
ass skits on fucking late registration? But if you're not including those, then
I'd rather
Lift
listen to all 4 of
Yourself
the
is
skits than
fucking
Drunken Hot
dog shit.
Girls.
So what?
I'd rather listen to all 4 of the skits in a row than listen to Drunken Hot Girls.
Yeah, quick
I
question.
hate Drunken
How
Hot
do you
Girls.
feel about 4 or 5 seconds? How do you feel about Na 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 featuring DaBaby?
I think the original Na 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 isn't even bad. I think the remix with DaBaby is like mid.
It's the remix with the baby. You know.
Yeah, it's not
Speak
that
for
good.
itself.
Yeah, I can't really do much there.
And yeah, I'd rather listen to 4 or 5 seconds than Drunken Hot Girls and Big Brother. I'd actually probably listen to Barry Bonds
What about All Day?
over.
I honestly just don't get the hate against Barry Bonds. Like, what the
It's
fuck is so
the
wrong with it?
lyrics.
Sure, the lyrics are
The lyrics
retarded,
are
but, like,
annoying as shit.
but the
Dude,
beats
what about
like
I
and
Love
and
Him? What about I
Lil
Love Him?
Wayne's
That song's
verse.
pretty shit.
Lil Wayne's verse I didn't even like.
What?
I didn't even really like Lil Wayne's verse. You guys are saying like, oh yeah, Lil Wayne's on it. That doesn't change the
Lil
fact
Wayne's
that he,
on it. I don't
was
think
one
his
of
verse is that bad.
Yeah.
But I think the beat is like pretty decent.
Yeah, true.
Dun, 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 dun,
It's
dun,
just
dun,
Kanye's
dun.
flow in it is just annoying. I don't fuck with the lyrics. Like the lyrics are just unlistenable for me. But
Alright.
it's not nearly as bad as Drunken Hot Girls. I think that is the worst song Kanye has made. I would rather listen to
Okay,
Lift
okay.
Yourself. I'd
No,
rather
no,
listen
okay,
to all
fine,
his skits.
fine. Okay,
Drunken
listen.
Hot Girls is
No,
so
actually,
shit, and that
okay,
drags
you're right,
down the
you're
album
right,
for
you're
me
right.
by
That's
a
probably
lot.
the worst Kanye song because I would only listen to Lift Yourself just for the fucking poopity scoop whoop part. That shit was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, there's funny parts
Now
of
listen,
Drunken Hot Girls
Drunken
is
Hot Girls
shit.
is terrible.
Yeah.
What about all the other fucking amazing songs on that fucking album?
True.
Now here's
Bruh,
now
that,
here's
like,
another thing I want to say.
that over rebounds that shit like hardcore.
Like, I think just because you're, like, not happy, just don't like Graduation.
Fuck it, it's cool. I get it.
So
I
whatever.
don't know how to fucking
No,
can't
I
like
think-
that album.
I think that Hey Mama on Late Registration is better than any song on Graduation besides I Wonder. I also think Touch
Flashing
is
Lights. It's better than Flashing Lights.
yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know it's like opinions and shit, but no. You know, I
Nah,
disagree.
and
a fucking
I feel like
lot.
if Graduation is gonna have songs that are as bad as Drunken Hot Girls and Big Brother and Barry Bonds, then that album is not gonna be above an 8 for me.
3 songs out of the, what, 13 on the album?
13.
Yeah, that's
The other 10 are
that's
probably
like- that's
overwhelmingly
They're
positive.
bangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 7
Yeah.
of those 10 other songs, 3 of them are
But if
good
you
songs.
if you have
7 of them are fucking god tier songs.
how can you
know what I
call
mean?
an album like amazing if like a quarter of the track list is dog shit?
A quarter? So
25%.
3 of their songs I don't consider
If-
Barry Bonds that dog shit.
Yeah.
So
it's
I
really-
consider 2 of the songs bad. That's 2. But then there's 7 songs that are fucking amazing. That are literally
Also-
Can you
amazing.
name those 7 amazing songs?
Okay,
Yeah,
real quick.
Good Life, Champion.
I think Good Life
Good
is
Morning,
mid. I agree with Champion.
Good Morning.
Good Morning's a
Can't
good
Tell Me
intro.
Nothing.
Yeah.
Fucking Flashing Lights. Stronger.
I don't know if I'd call that
Fucking-
amazing.
Okay, yeah, but
I wonder. You
I
can say
wonder. Yeah, I wonder. And then Everything I Am.
I think Good Life is mid. With
I
all
don't
honesty.
think you
Like,
said,
why?
You didn't say Homecoming.
Oh, and Homecoming. Sorry. Yeah. So that's like 7. 7 out of the 13 tracks are, I'd say, very, very good songs. I think we can all say that. You know, you fucking love those songs. I know you do. You know
I
what
do.
I mean?
I do love those songs.
You know,
but I
and
prefer
sure,
Red
there's
Registration.
3 not good
No,
songs.
here's the thing.
Yeah, there
I
sure is
like
three not
Graduation
good songs.
quite a bit.
And then Stronger, a lot of people fucking love that song.
I'm gonna
Even
be
though
honest
it's not
here.
my cup of tea, I
If
still think it's
Kanye
pretty
took
good, but-
Drunken Hot Girls, Barry Bonds, and Big Brother off of the track list, and like just made Graduation without those songs, I would like it more
You
than Late
can't.
Registration.
That's not an
Question.
argument
Okay,
though.
listen,
because then
listen.
we
I
could-
think
then you could just say if you
Drunken
want-
Hot Girls and Big Brother are dog shit. Barry Bonds, not that great, but still, I think the
Oh,
beat,
it's not great. Don't
the
make it
beat
seem like it's
kind of
close.
brings it back, and the chorus like, what about to do, Barry Bonds?
Yeah,
That's
true.
pretty good. You know what I mean? Come on.
It's just
So it's not like
3
over the top dog shit, okay?
3
But
of
then the
those
rest
songs
of
are
them are
ass
good
for me.
songs. The rest of them are good songs.
Dude,
Like-
you know what? But you're like saying take off 3 songs, but then we could just be like,
Kanye
if
coulda
you
ended
wanna
the
make
album
Late
so much
Registration
differently.
better. You could just take off all of the skits,
except I don't agree with that take.
all of the songs that are titled Diamonds by Sierra Leone.
Yeah. I mean, sure, there's
I
some
don't
good
agree
songs
with
on
that.
Late
Major.
Registration, but there's so many songs that there's also some really bad
Those things,
songs.
the
on there.
lows on Graduation are just so low. They're just. Drunken Hot Girls is probably Kanye's
Have
worst
you listened to
song.
We Major?
Dude, you're bringing up.
Yeah, I
like,
have, but
Okay,
it's
dude,
so
dude,
much
dude,
better
dude,
than
you're
Drunken Hot
looking at-
Girls.
you're
Are you
looking-
saying? Wait, are you saying that We Major is worse than Drunken Hot Girls?
No, I'm
No.
just saying We Major is a low.
That's
Yeah,
a low.
it is a low.
Okay, but
I
he's
agree with
okay.
that,
Okay,
but it's
let's
not nearly as
let's,
bad
let's
as
direct
Drunken
the
Hot
conversation
Girls.
in a different thing, because you're saying like the lows. Look at the fucking highs, dude. What the fuck? It's like 10 of Kanye's best
Dude,
fucking
like
songs.
the
on that
highs
shit.
on,
Okay,
on
don't
Late
say 10 of
Registration
Kanye's
the
best
are
songs.
like
Late-
good, but not fucking.
I probably have
Graduation.
I probably have 2 songs off Graduation in my top 20 Kanye songs, not like the
Which
6
ones?
that you
Which
have.
ones?
I Wonder and Homecoming.
Yeah, based.
I Wonder and Homecoming. Flashing Lights, no. Can't Tell Me Nothing, no.
Mm.
Can't Tell Me Nothing's beat and his flow on it are great.
I probably have those
Flashing
in my
Lights,
top
I mean,
30,
sure,
40.
it has an emotional connection because that's my first ever Kanye song that I ever heard. But still, like, dude, like, just the, like, flashing lights, like, that's dope as fuck, dude. You know what I mean?
I
The
think
beat
Everything
alone,
I
and then
Am
his
is
flow's
top
pretty
5
good.
on that album as
What?
well. Everything I Am is really kind of a sleeper hit for me.
Yeah.
But like if you're talking about like the highs,
Also,
like
Champion, I think, is a very good song, too.
Yeah.
Very, very good sample.
I do agree. The
the
Steely
clear
Dan sample
highs,
is really
the
good.
clear highs on fucking Graduation versus like the highs on Late Registration. You know, Touch the Sky, amazing song. You know,
Amazing
it's
song. Amazing
really fucking good. And like after that, like
I think
I don't
Touch
I
the
don't
Sky is
see-
the only legendary Kanye song, personally, for me on that album. And there's some good fucking songs on that album.
True.
Again, top 4 Kanye albums for me. I don't think it's a shitty album. I think it's pretty good.
I think
You know
it's
what I mean?
also number 4.
Yeah, it's like 4 or 5 for me. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It's tight with fucking eases. But
I'd have it like 5.
Touch the Sky is the only like legendary song on that album for me. Graduation has a ton of fucking legendary songs. You know what I mean? Like fucking 5 legendary songs or 1. Shit. And sure,
I only have 2
Graduation's
songs on that
lows are like, you know, pretty bad,
album.
but Late Registration still has its lows too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They
it
might not
has-
be as low as
They're
Graduation.
not nearly as low.
but they're
Drunken Hot
still-
Girls is so ass.
That's one fucking song.
It's one song.
One
though.
song.
That's one song.
One song.
that's gonna
Big
drag
Brother
it
is
down.
the greatest. Barry Bonds is a step up.
Skip it.
Skip it. Fucking skip it.
Skip
Dude, I skipped like half the songs on Whole Water Red.
Dude,
alright?
I'm skipping half of the fucking songs
on fucking late
late
registration. Exactly.
You know.
Alright. I think that was pretty good. We kind of ganged up on Mike there. I respect your opinion, but I just disagree with it heavily. And I know a lot of, I bet more people out there like late registration more than graduation, honestly. Probably.
You know how many like 30-year-olds who are like, yeah, I love Kanye. I listened to Kanye when I was like
fucking high school.
Yeah.
It's like,
I love Kanye. I love when graduation I was in the halls listening
that's
to
true.
Kanye.
That's true. My uncle played me graduation.
Dude, I think I've brought this up with Ike before, but I'm saying like every fucking parent likes graduation.
They do. Every person likes it. I don't think there's one person out there that's like, wow, graduation is a shitty album.
Can I say something for the people listening to this? Sully here said that graduation is better than My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Well, that's a man's opinion.
That's just for any Kanye fans out there. Just take what you think of that.
Okay, that's a man's
I personally
opinion.
think Twisted Fantasy is better.
Yeah.
Obviously, a majority of people are gonna think Twisted Fantasy is better. I do, you do.
No, I just think it's like a really bad take.
No, okay, fine, but that's Sully's fucking opinion. His personal opinion. He enjoys graduation more than Twisted Fantasy.
True.
Personally, disagree. Most people fucking disagree with that opinion, alright? But it's Sully's opinion. Just like your opinion with the late registration. We have to respect it because it's a fucking opinion. But, you know, we're not gonna be like, heh, you like something that's different? I'm not gonna be a Tyler fucking Creator fan where it's like, Tyler's God, fuck your music and your shitty ass fucking lives. You know what I mean? So it's like, I'm going off here.
I want to interrupt this.
I'm just saying.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, you know, not quite, wouldn't call myself an enjoyer. I think it's decently overhyped. It's a completely true claim that Ike made, and I think I'll stand by that. So, okay.
Lil Xan is dog shit.
Lil Xan is dog shit.
I didn't really, looking at My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, I just never really quite got it. Never really clicked with me. Dude, Mr. Call, my science teacher, any science teachers? Mr. Call, like, he actually, asked him if he did the Mr. Maggie thing, like, unironically. He's like, alright guys, look down at these notes, okay. I'm like, okay. It's like, Mr. Call? Are you fucking, like, insane or something?
Dude, so, like, you know what I never, like, get? Like, when people are, like, when, like, mostly famous people now are, like, reflecting on their childhood and their, like, school life, and they're like, oh, my teachers fucking hated me. They never want to see my dreams. I'm like, yeah.
No.
Actually.
There's no way all these
Sure, they didn't give a
teachers
fuck.
hated them.
They probably didn't give a fuck about, like, your dreams. But they're probably like, yeah, I'm trying to get you a good grade. That's my job. If you fail the class, that's going to be a bad reflection on me.
You know what that reminds me of? Reference time here.
Flow
class with Jake Paul.
Woo! Oh, that fucking
Dude,
video.
never taught me how to flow on a beat.
Yo.
God.
Someone pulls out a brick. Dude, first off, that video, I'd say top 5 Cody Co video, definitely.
Oh, yeah. It was so funny when he was wearing the same hoodie at the beginning as well.
No, but yeah, a great example. He's like, never taught me to buy a Lambo cash. It's like, wait, what? They never taught you how to buy a Lamborghini? Cody's like,
God, they
yeah,
must
maybe
hate
like
him.
math first, and then Lambo cash. Yeah, so great example, but you know, Jake Paul is a fucking idiot, so you know.
Yeah.
So, don't need to talk about that fucking fool. Anyways.
His Disney Channel flow.
Oh yeah. Get him.
Guys.
How the fuck did that get number 2 on the charts? That was the same year that Damn came out.
Welcome back to the Nuked podcast. We got our next topic. We're back in school, ladies and gentlemen. Back in school. Yeah. 37 days. No, 39 days until we are released for the summer. Student Sullivan Schultz did fail a class. We'll have a week of credit recovery over the summer. Online, of course. Don't even worry about it.
Yo, have you ever like fell asleep in a class? I'm assuming
No.
you have.
I have once in
Don't fucking bullshit me. You have.
No.
once
You
in
No, I
like
haven't.
7th grade.
Once in
No,
seventh
I
grade.
haven't.
It was
I swear to
in
God, that's
it was
what I
in
got.
like
So
history.
so I have to wake up because I ride the fucking bus.
Did
Which
you
first
doesn't?
off is fucked in the head.
Oh yeah, but you live like mad far.
I live mad far, right? And so I'm like tired as shit, and I didn't get a morning coffee. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to shit my brains out. in
Didn't get my
class.
morning brew.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, didn't get a fresh cup of Joe. in the morning. Anyways.
So that reminds
I'm-
me of.
I'm like not on the caffeine, right? So I rip a quick Spanish class, and that shit was so fucking boring. Like we're learning about like Spanish culture, and I'm like, wow, I don't give a fuck, right? So I'm not engaged. What the fuck is this retarded?
Fuck.
I'm not engaged, right? And so I rip a quick
What did you
Naparusi.
just do to the camera?
Yeah, you can keep going. We're still
I
getting
I rip a quick Naparuski, right? Have you ever like woken up and just have like
water.
have like 30 fucking humans just staring right at you with cold like dead fucking
Thank you.
things? They're just like and you just wake up from a
shit.
nice little fucking nap and you're just like, why the fuck is everybody looking at me? You know what I mean? Fuck me. That's why I think, why the fuck do they have school in the morning? Seriously.
Well, would you rather?
Dude,
do
Camilla
that
Harris
at
has
night?
got to
Yeah.
change that shit.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'd much rather do it at night, cause then I'm wide the fuck awake, dude. They should do it at like 5 o'clock to like
To
fucking-
8?
to like 8 or 9, cause then you go home, you know, rip
go
a
home,
fat roost, do
your
chill.
homework on how to buy a Lambo.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then go to bed, wake up, sleep in to fucking noon, right?
Little noon sleep.
Little noon ski, right? And then you're fucking good to go. Not when you wake up at fucking 6 o'clock and you're tired as
I'd
shit.
rather have it like 12 to 3. I don't know
And
if I
nobody
want that.
cares about your opinion.
No, 5 to 8, you fucking piece of shit. 5 to 8, okay? 5 to 8. And then you can just do your homework in the day tomorrow. And
Wouldn't
homework
that be like mad inconvenient though? Because then the teachers gotta be like, shit, 8, gotta go home. No,
That's
'cause
true.
then I
it would
think they'd
suck
be-
ass for
They'd
a
get home
teacher.
and they'd sleep right away.
They'd sleep right away, but then they can
but then
grade
they can
everything,
wake
like-
up and then like
Grade.
grade they shit.
And they can just do it from home, so more time with their fucking cats and shit. And their
I know your
husbands.
teacher got a cat. Ask him
Literally ask any of your teachers, and I bet like 80% of them would be like,
if
yeah.
you've made it 44 minutes pre-editing into the podcast. Sorry, I'm digesting these nuts. What should they comment?
What?
Comment your favorite American tragedy.
Yeah, so 9/11.
You know,
Boston
Columbine.
bombing.
You know,
Fucking San Francisco earthquake.
fucking
I don't give a fuck.
gay clubs getting shot up in California.
Asian churches getting shot up by
Mhm.
a really fucking fucked up white person.
Yes. Mass homicides of homeless
Ooh,
people.
ooh, Las Vegas shooting at the country
That's
shit.
a good one. Good one.
I mean, you know, yeah.
The Triangle Building fire in New York.
I'm not even sure what the fuck that is, but yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead.
Industrial Revolution. You know, basically women being used for their bodies, abused and raped.
Terrible.
Terrible. By their bosses.
Me and my brother were in the car, and Brockhampton just released a new album. So I did some research on Brockhampton for the podcast actually, and I researched, and they got canceled. Flex those sexy ass. They got canceled, right? They got canceled. Which, first off, I don't get this cancel. This cancel makes no sense. So the whole group got canceled because one dude like raped a 17-year-old or whatever, right?
And there's nothing wrong.
So
Joke.
do not cancel. Do not get
your
your
Twitter fingers.
But and then they all got canceled, which was kind of fucking retarded to me. Just cancel the one dude. So, anyways, then me and my brother, I just mentioned them in the car with my brother, and then I mentioned rape. And,
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't talk about this.
No.
There's other segments.
We should, because we're not doing anything wrong. Okay, we're just talking about rape, but we're not saying like, oh, rape's a good thing. We're saying rape's a bad thing.
I'm gonna stay out of this one.
Yeah, stay out of it.
Yeah, because you're a fucking tard.
You don't go into the deep shit, okay? We need to go into the deep shit.
We've been in the deep shit last episode. Unreleased podcast. Subscribe to our Patreon for the we don't have a Patreon.
That'll be on our own.
If you want to like see the original podcast, like talk to me and I can maybe email it to you.
I will.
So if there's any podcast fans out there.
Anyways, we were just talking, right? And I was just like, imagine being 6. And you're like really young. Don't know much about the world and shit. And then, out of nowhere, some fucking weird-ass dude comes up. You know, he probably works at the local Menards. Bit of a fucking creep, right? Comes up, and you obviously don't know this because you're fucking 6 years old, right? So he comes up to you and shit. And he has a fucking van full of candy. A fucking white tinted window van full of candy, right? And you're like, hey little kid, hey little bugger, you want some candy?
Ike, leave the fucking room if you can't handle a serious discussion. This is not something that you should be laughing about.
We're talking
It's
about
just
rape.
Sammy describes
Get
it
out.
the Menards
Get
guy.
out.
We're talking about rape here, all right? Can you
get out?
Fucking
Go.
little bugger
Go.
from Menards.
Can you fucking handle yourself?
Yes, I think
All
I
right,
can.
get the fuck out of here, Ike. Fucking late registration can suck my dick. Anyways. So, sorry about that fucking interruption by my creepy colleague back there. But you see this creepy motherfucker, and he comes up to you, right? And he's like, hey, little child, do you want some candy? And you being 6 years old, not knowing much about the world, you just hear the word candy, and you're like, you react to like the fucking 10,000 other times.
Guys, candy pongers.
Yeah, exactly. So you're like, oh, that other 10,000 times that I had candy. I fucking love candy, right? And then you go into the van like a fucking tardo, right? And then next thing you know, you have a dick going up your ass. How fucked up would that experience be?
Yeah, no.
Seriously.
Definitely very traumatizing.
Very traumatizing. But no. Imagine coming out of that shit alive. You're fucked for life, dude. Anytime you see a dude in a Menards worker uniform, you'll react to the time where you have a dick going up your ass. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Edgy joke incoming. Prepare yourself.
Hey, no. I said for those cancel fucks to get the fuck out of here. We're getting into the real shit.
Edgy joke coming.
All right?
Very edgy.
First thing I fucking said was 9/11 was a good thing.
Comment down below if you got raped when you were 6 and lived, you know. Just let us know in the comments.
I actually don't do that. Depressing as fuck. Really don't want to hear. All right, I come the fuck back in.
Might cut that one.
Man, we're not cutting out the rape story because that shit was funny as fuck.
We can keep the rape
That was
story
funny.
in.
And again, it's a joke. Why do people like? Why can't they?
Sammy, the way you describe the guy with his fucking
You know what I
Menards
don't understand? Why people can't like define someone being serious or a joke. You know what I mean? Girl defined. We should react to one of their videos.
Yeah, I think we do. We react to one of those, but we leave Ike out because he's just the unfunny burden
we'll,
of this
we'll,
podcast.
Yeah, we'll make he's like the really like how do I explain this? Like the intelligent kind of,
You know.
really serious kid. And we're just in it for a good fucking time. You know what I mean? I'm in it to make
Ike
fun of
files all of our taxes.
He controls all our money. I need to take a piss.
I need to cry. Cord there.
Alright, come on. fuck fired up. Let's go. Talk about 9/11. Sit the fuck down.
Oh, I thought you meant like come with you to piss.
Yeah.
Dude, what are you, fucking, like, white woman? You need to piss with your friends?
Come to you. Yeah, because you're ready. Oh, that was a good one.
Yeah. Alright, this segment is called Ike Talks About Everything That He's Wanted to Say During This Podcast, but couldn't have talked about it because me and Sammy were talking. Ike, the floor is yours.
I really have no comments. I don't know.
That has been Ike speaking about everything that he's wanted to say, but he couldn't because me and Sammy were talking. We actually have some downtime here. So, I can hear Sammy urinating in my bathroom downstairs.
Bro, when I got here, there was like a lot of piss in the toilet.
Dude, so what? My dog likes to pee in the toilet, dude.
Does the dog piss in the toilet?
Of course the dog pisses in the toilet. Your dog doesn't? That would be weird
I
if
don't
your
even
dog
own a
didn't
dog.
pee in the toilet.
What the fuck did I walk into?
Stella pisses in the toilet.
Did you just say... Oh, I thought you said Zoe pisses in the toilet. I'm like,
Oh, no I don't. No I don't. I don't piss in the toilet.
pisses in Emerson's mouth. Dude, you're fucking on something, man. I like, yes.
True.
Dude, how, okay, you know what's funny? Golf, probably the whitest sport of all time.
Narcissism.
Yes. Anyways, golf, probably the whitest sport of all time. The best ever to play in golf. Fucking black.
Next
type.
segment.
I just had to throw some insight on that shit.
This is the insight,
Yes.
and this is the shit.
Yo, you know what I always kind of chuckle at school when you see somebody with
Feminism.
No.
Okay.
At school when you see somebody wearing their hockey hat, right?
At the
Literally,
time
they
of
just,
recording
flop
this,
down their head
And it
I
sticks.
think
and sticks.
Like
I'm
the
witnessing
And
a
I've tried that
kidnapping,
before, so
a
I don't
murder,
fit in.
and a rape
And guess
at my
what?
neighbor's house.
It's
The
most
police have
uncomfortable
arrived.
fucking thing ever.
Comment down below if you're
I'll
Jewish.
make sure to keep everyone updated.
Yeah.
What?
Parker Ringgold sits next to me in science.
Made the golf team.
Parker. So they're just taking anyone on.
No, he's actually pretty good.
Oh,
believe
okay.
it or not, yeah.
Yeah. He walks in every day, and I'm just seeing the fucking Giga Chad in his final form, dude. He's got Yeezys, and then he's got a bunch of this nice clothes and shit. And to top it all off, he has this hat that he puts on backwards, but the angle that the hat is put on, crucial. You can tell how long somebody's been a Chad from how high their shorts are and the angle of which
No.
the hat is
I
on.
have some things to add because I like Parker. Not Parker.
Oh, I like Parker as
I
well.
like Parker. I think he's a great fucking kid. All right, and he used to actually not be a Chad back in fucking sixth
He
grade.
was just rich and couldn't do anything
He's just
about
rich
it.
and played soccer, and white.
And Alex Midge sent nudes to Kiki Schneider in his basement.
What, are you fucking with me?
No, that happened. Were you not there?
Oh.
You were there, dude.
What the fuck are you talking about? In my basement?
No. In Parker's basement.
I wasn't there, dude.
Yes, you were.
I wasn't.
We watched fucking that movie with Cars and Vin Diesel.
Bruh, no, because you did it dual boxing.
No.
I wasn't
You-
there.
you
I
were there.
guarantee. No,
You
with
have
Parker
it-
Ringgold.
You, Parker, Alex, Hippus, and me.
Nah,
Yes.
I wasn't fucking there.
Dude, you were there.
I guarantee I wasn't there.
Comment down below.
So we're censoring this for the privacy of a couple
Oh,
users.
she didn't know that it was
Thank you.
Oh, it's anonymous dick send.
Y'all ripping with a quick anonymous dick send.
No, but actually, just like, she was just like, oh, imagine opening that shit. Sam just like, you're like, oh wow, a random user, open it, just this, just this, and then I'm assuming this was back in 7th grade.
Oh yeah, no, it was back in the day.
And he's probably still not ripping the biggest, thing, and back in 7th grade, that was, ooh, yikes, you know what I mean? Fuck me, that's funny.
It's like typing out the description for the Nuked podcast.
Wonder who she dated in the future.
On this episode, we talked about our friends soliciting child porn.
But was it like a serious nude send, or was he just fucking around?
No, dude, we were completely fucked. Dude, this is so fucked. This is not going in the thing because this shit's like.
I really want to hear this. Cut this shit out. By
yeah. Dude, people like sometimes I'll just be weird for the sake of getting people's reactions.
Yep.
Like I know you understand this very personally.
Yeah.
But people like I'm convinced they think like I'm a fucking like schizo maniac
like
fucker.
when we were with Nick, right?
Yeah.
And then we went out and met some females. We were acting pretty weird, correct? Remember that shit?
Maybe not the thing I was talking about because I think I've really amped up my craft since then. Talking group project, Mr. Call's class.
Oh god.
I'm like
school.
Yeah, and at school, like at school, how I'm like talking to the teachers and like other people in my class, kind of stuff like that.
And you'll just be like, they'll ask you a question and just be like, yes.
I'm like in class and just like everyone is talking seriously about the group, and I was like, all right, now's my time to strike. Hit the whip and nay for abortion. And I just like start cranking that song.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they're like, what the fuck was that? I was like, dude,
what's your name?
Dude, there's these pills on the counter at my house, and I like take them frequently, so they're like, okay, that was really fucking weird. And they're like talking to me, and I'm like pretending that I like can't hear them, and I'm like talking to no one. So they'll like talk to me, and then I'll wait like 10 seconds, and I'll just reply with something that is so fucking irrelevant.
Like, I rinsed the dishes at home, and then just like, what? No, I asked you like, what did you get on the last question?
and they're like, okay, can you grab the Bunsen burner for me? I'm like, nah, I'm too busy hitting the Quan.
Yeah, I love doing that. I love, you know what we might have to cut this shit out of the podcast. So, like, we live in, we have a cabin in Wisconsin, right? And, yeah, I know, Wisconsin. What a great fucking state.
Wisconsin takes a knife, stabs himself, commits suicide on the podcast.
Anyway, so we're driving back, right? And like we're on a highway where like sometimes we'll go up to a person and I can see like them and what they're doing for like 10 seconds straight. So I'm like, all right, boys, on this next car, I'm gonna whip out my bare pale ass and just put it on the windshield, right? And they're just like, yes. And I'm like, okay. And I did it to like, we'd like pull up, we'd like plan this shit out like it was a fucking football play. We'd like pull up and then be like, they'd be like, alright, stand up, motherfucker. Get those shorts off. I'd be like, alright. And the people, some of them wouldn't look over, but the ones that did would give there was a family driving. A literal fucking family, dude. And the mom just looks over it, and her face is just like, dude, she has children, like fucking young children in the car. Man, that shit was fun.
You know what that reminds me of?
Yes.
Bike race tampon Taco Bell menu.
Yes.
True.
Dude,
Insider reference,
you know
only Reese and AJ will understand. Comment if you're Reese or AJ.
We've gotten to talk about so many times with AJ and Reese that I just fucking don't know. Anyways,
Dude, hilarious stories about Taco Bell. There's like endless times where we just troll the fuck out of Sam. Like, I'm looking back at it, it was pretty fucking mean. But
it was mean but funny as fuck. Now
so
that I look back on
it. Dude, like, we... Sometimes we were just like, Sam, you ate my fucking burrito. I started crying in the car.
Dude, it was so fucking intense. You guys were like interrogating me. I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? Did I like do something wrong? And you're like, Sam, I'm my fucking taco. And I'm just like, what?
Dude, and then
you're just like, just kidding, you bitch.
Because
I thought I ordered the fucking taco, right? And then these motherfuckers are like, you stole my taco. I'm like, no, I ordered this shit. And then they're like, oh, fuck you up. We're not talking again. And I'm like, chill.
Yeah, another time we like went through the drive-thru because they forgot something. And we got it, and it was Sam's. And you know Sam, he was like, hey, give me my fucking taco, boys. You know, just doing the snapping. I distinctly remember you were snapping at me. And I get it. I'm like, yeah, thanks. I unwrap it, and I just throw it out the fucking window.
I was so fucking pissed. I was like, pissed. Because I was hungry and shit, and I didn't even get my shit, right? So I'm living off like a fucking Baja Blast back there, right? And then fucking here comes Sully out of nowhere, just like, oh, here's your fucking burrito. Just kidding, bitch. Out the window. And then AJ, classic AJ, drives the fuck away. I'm like, all right, hey, listen, it's fucked up to eat shit off ground, but I'll fucking do it. I was that hungry. And then AJ's like, nope, fuck you. And I'm like, wow, great. I got to eat my mom's shitty ass fucking
quinoa.
Yeah. Quinoa. Another great story that I think we have to tell because it's so fucking stupid.
Picture of quinoa on screen.
Just like, quinoa.
Quinoa.
Probably the worst food
Ever.
I'd say. Anyways, playing poker. Obviously, fucking classic poker sesh with the boys. Playing with like 5 people. Playing with the homie Reese. And loser has to drink some good old hot sauce. Hot sauce. Anyways, Reese loses because he sucks fucking dick at poker, right? And then he has to drink the hot sauce. And he starts to fucking cry because he doesn't want to drink the hot sauce. So we did something way fucking worse. We basically... Anyways. Shit.
Yes.
I'd say something.
Hi.
Oh, I got one ready. Watch this shit. You know what really fucking turns me on, Ike?
What?
Like, over the top turns me the fuck on. Well, one, it's this sexy ass fucking JPEG Mafia fucking Brockhampton beat. Really gets me going. Now I want to finger myself to this later at night.
Yeah.
Anyways, also something that really fucking gets me going is some good old fucking Indian music, dude. Now you just have to listen to this shit and fucking vibe to it.
This sounds like have you played Mario on the Wii?
Yeah, sounds just like that fucking song.
Yeah, it sounds just like
Except way more attractive.
like when you jump in the Red Bull with
Exactly. See this shit?
Oh,
How
they hear
fucking hot is that? Yeah, sure.
They hear it already.
This dude fucking goes off. Brandon.
Didn't you play this last time you were here?
No. Anyways, this is my boy Rafi. He really gets me going. Rafi. Songs from the Hills. Shit is like ancient, dude. Wait, I need to fucking show. Look at this motherfucker. It's Rafi. You know what he looks like? Have you ever seen Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom?
Yeah, I have.
He looks like that creepy fucking dude who
Who takes the people's hearts?
Or not him, but
Fucking
the other creepy motherfucker, like the Indian.
Who eats the brains? Who feeds
No,
them
the
brains?
Indian like king, who's like sitting by them when they like jump off the plane with the raft with the little Asian kid and the white girl.
No, I don't really remember that.
Like this shit. I'm just telling Ike how much Indian music just turns me on. How the fuck can you like this shit? It's so ancient. Alright, anyways, enough of that. Oh, you see, the fuck is Brockhampton? JPEG Mafia. JPEG Mafia.
Brockhampton.
It's getting weird here on the new
Turn
podcast.
around.
Bend over.
Break the third wall. You are being watched. Go to your front door.
I'm watching you from the bushes in your backyard. I'm watching you.
Scare prank idea, by the way. Concept. So you know how I have a YouTube channel?
No.
Well, it doesn't like grow that much. So idea for growth on my YouTube channel, hashtag scare prank. We dress up as a gorilla and harass like nightly dog walkers. We like hide in a bush. Dog walkers on the street. Gorilla running at them.
Dude, no. Better. It's like that Jackass scene. I think it's from the third movie. It's where like, so when the main dude's like dad and mom are getting to a hotel, right, and they check into the house, and there's like a fake zookeeper dude there.
Dude,
One
I
of the
saw
Jackass
that.
dudes dressed as a full-on fucking gorilla, and he's just like going ape shit in their room, and he's like knocking shit over and stuff, and then the dad shits himself, literally shit, and then they go back, and they film the dude taking a shit because he was so scared. Shit was funny.
I agree. Yeah, so up until a little bit ago, Ike had this tendency to
Have a girlfriend.
comment, Ike?
That ended.
Hold up, we're Eric Andre's. He's
Just
introducing
listen
this
to
boy.
this.
What is going on? What's up? Me and my friends used
Hold
to.
up, my Filipino neighbors are coming.
Who gives a fuck?
Should I record them?
No. Alright, listen to this. This is the best Eric Andre one-liner of all time.
What
Listen to
is going
No laughing.
on? What's up? Me and my friends used to feed LSD to this little retarded girl in our neighborhood. Yeah. And we'd lock arms around her and go, nightmare, 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 nightmare. You can't do that. It actually cured her retardation. Oh.
Have you guys seen his new movie?
Eric Andre? No.
No, I haven't either.
You gotta get weird, Ike. Get weird. Say something really fucking
Yeah, Ike is
Say
like,
I committed 9/11.
dude, fun fact.
Joking.
Reese, if you made it an hour and 12 minutes into the podcast, pre-editing, I really thought that, we weren't going to be boys anymore. But since I was putting jelly beans in between your toes on that couch last night,
It's too bad that your girlfriend lives in a church. Hold on, Jesus is king.
it's too bad your girlfriend turned into a church.
She is a church. Her name's Church.
No.
Hi. Like weird shit. Tune into the other podcast in the future. Shit's gonna get weird as fuck up in here.
True.
It's like a fucking
Guys, I made the executive decision as the host of the podcast. We're cutting Ike. He's not going to be here next episode.
unless he needs to really.
Boo-hoo.
Alright, no. Hey, no, I know how he can get better.
Cracker.
I know how he can get better. Go home. Watch like
Look in the mirror and get naked and start jerking off.
that while watching an Eric Andre show. And then he can get weird as fuck. Just like us.
Yeah, Ike, this is conversion therapy.
Get weird.
You're gonna be one of us, Ike.
You're normal. I want to bring you a farm and have you have sex with someone and
Join us.
ejaculate in their vagina.
Join us. Join us. Join us.
Don't you love love?
True.
Yes.
We were filming this, recreating the scene for Goodwill Hunting for Nick's class or whatever. Like, $85 fucking tripod.
Wait, what's scene?
Do you like apples?
Wow, the most popular scene from the movie.
We only did the part where they were talking in the bar beforehand.
Where he's just like pulling out that genius shit. He's like, oh, page 998? I
Yeah.
read that too. Yeah, that's it.
But, like, $80 tripod, like, $600 DSLR camera, and they have, like, a studio light. And Nick and Reese are just not taking it seriously, and that was really ticking me off. Because I just wanted to, like, make it good, recreate it, do some nice camera work, you know, get some experience, you know? And they're, like, messing around, and they can't take it seriously, and they're, like, laughing, and Reese looks like a pedophile, the way his, like, teeth are, like, really white in the lighting that we had.
Church. Just remember, pedophile and churches mix
Hand in
very
hand.
well. Dude, Reese should become like a pastor and just be a pedophile pastor. Yes. I need to show you guys a video that's really funny in my opinion.
Not before we do the next segment of the podcast called Podcast on the Go. Sam, give me your phone. I need it. Like, give me your phone. I gotta do some Blair Witch type shit. Remember when we watched Blair Witch?
Yeah, I like that movie. You and fucking Ike didn't, or you and AJ didn't like it.
I thought it was too spooky. But I understand it now.
Basically, podcast kind of goes to shit after this. It already was on a downhill slope. Ike will not be there for the next episode. That's confirmed. Lucas Hippis will be making a surprise appearance. I'm wearing these dress pants right now because I converted myself into a sexual demon and my balls itch like complete fuck. So thank you for watching.
Good shit right there. That's good content that we want to fucking see. The two main cores of this fucking podcast, getting in an actual argument. I like...
Yeah, my hot pocket's got a fucking birthmark on it. It looks like my fucking teacher back in the day, Miss Mapstone. I used to think she was like fucking Deadpool because she had like radioactive shit on her face. It's like if God like had semen and it was like bright red and then like gave her a facial. Like during creation.
Captain Deadpool. So, like, what do you jerk off to? What type of porn?
believe I've said this before. I do not watch porn. I've
Are you on
I've,
fucking drugs or some shit?
no, I don't know. It's just I don't.
Dude, you sound like fucking Casper. I'm so dedicated to my girlfriend. I can't look at a pair of tits. We'd always try to fucking make him look at a pair of tits. He's like, I'm cheating.
Wait, would you consider it cheating if you're in a relationship and like you look at someone else's like?
Irrelevant question. Why don't you watch porn?
Why don't I watch porn? I've said it before. I understand like watching like lesbian porn maybe to counter it, but I just like don't enjoy watching a
so you
giant
don't
dick
like this, huh?
going into a
Oh, so you
girl.
don't like this?
I'm eating. Wait,
Besides that's
ask
not
your,
bad.
ask
It's just
your
like there's
previous-
like close-ups on like the dick, and it's just like I'm not vibing with that.
The only thing I
Find better
don't like is
porn.
when like, dude, I feel like this would be fucking terrible. The girls just like sucked on your testes. I feel like you'd just be like, ow.
Yikes.
What if she pulls a hair?
Ow, the fuck, dude! Well, that's why you shave your sack, you dumbass. I like how we're talking about this while we're just digging into a couple hot pockets.
Dude, I think the main thing that really gets me going when I'm watching porn is like the audio. That
The
shit,
audio.
you know, really gets the gears going.
Why? Why is it not
No.
visual?
No, I'm still rocking with the visuals, but I think like
Ike's not rocking with the visuals though.
like the audio, and then when you get into imagining, that's when you bust the good nuts. Like you just got done.
Dude,
You just got done watching.
I just took a fat bite of like some stretchy out cheese. Dude, alright.
Yeah.
You've had to have to like watch porn before, right?
Oh yeah, I've
A few
watched
times.
it. It's
you
just
probably used. Okay, what was
not
the
the biggest
category that
fan.
you watched? What's your first ever category? Mine, POV.
I watched some teacher bullshit.
The
Same.
teacher, I was just like hot teacher. It just comes up with some weird shit. I feel
I
like
had
those
to-
guys always have.
I believe the
huge
title
tits,
was like Bratty Stepsis or something like that.
though.
and-
That's a fucking like channel.
And like this might go out of the podcast depending on how I feel, but like when I first watched porn, I like didn't even jerk off, but I had this VR headset and I watched VR shower porn.
It's like that Nelk. Have you seen the Nelk
Yeah,
break where
yeah.
they're like in the library? He's like, and he's like looking around and shit.
Dude, I watched like fucking. Dude, this is hilarious. I watched this porn video. Imagine this is like a pool table, like that is right here. There's like a girl with a pool stick and it's in VR and she's like wearing like a fucking like red dress and she's like bending over to take a shot so there's just like ass in your fucking face. And I'm just like sitting there as like a fucking, I don't even remember when this was, probably like, I don't know when it was. But I'm like, oh well, I'm in for the fucking ride now, boys.
Yeah. Yes. Dude, there's some dudes that watch like some fucking nasty shit. Like the Two Girls, One Cup. Imagine actually beating your meat to that. It's being like, oh yeah, throw up in that fucking other girl's mouth. Take a shit in that cup and then drink. I like how we're getting to the really nasty shit right as we're eating food. Classic. Always do that.
Like, when there's dead fucking silence, why don't you just say something?
Because that's what me and Zoe are trying to think of something to say, and it takes us like 30 seconds.
I don't really know
You
what
need
to
to come
say.
in. You need to come in with a fat one, just like, dude.
But you just say anything.
I jerk off the 9/11.
Dude, the podcast is getting really fucking dark. We have like no lighting in here.
Dark visual for a dark topic. I jerk off tonight. Oh yeah, crashing that.
Dude, Mr. Ryan's class, he's playing the footage, just like, Alright, Sullivan, don't fucking bust one, man. Don't do it, bro. Don't fucking pop a nut in class.
Jump out that window! Mr. Ryan, do you mind if I go to the bathroom? oh, that brain, it's so big.
Reference time. Big Mouth, Season 1, Episode 1. My boy's in health class looking at vaginas. He's like, fuck. Teacher, can I go to the bathroom? Jerks off. That is the most out-of-pocket shit if you're jerking off in the bathroom at school.
Have you guys ever nutted in school?
What? Dude, you've been talking to Alex too much.
No, I've never done it, but like,
Have you what?
have you nutted in school before? I've heard
No.
people where like they say like they had to go to the
What?
bathroom
It's
and bust one.
school. What am I just gonna like fucking just be like under the table like
Yeah, I know. I've
Yeah,
never done
fucking-
it, but I've heard people say that like
little
They'll
Jenny's
be in
looking
class
fucking
and-
amazing?
Dude, that's going out. We can't keep that.
Yeah, we can.
We're back.
Little Jimmy.
Like, if you're not gonna have fucking... Do not just, like, say things.
Alright, open your mouth.
I'm a pretty quiet person.
You can consider yourself
I understand
an
that, but
introvert.
it's a fucking podcast.
Yeah, I do consider myself an introvert.
Well, would you watch midget porn? Okay, better one. You know when Boston bombing, horrible shit. You ever just like cream yourself when the bomb just goes off?
My
I've never
neighbor who
seen
lives
footage
over
of
there.
it.
I know, Mike. He was there. Dude.
Yeah, who was that?
He like carried a dude who like lost his like leg.
I remember when that happened, my mom was, like, in the fucking living room. She turned off my fucking, like, at the time, when was that shit, like, 2014, 2013?
Turned off the Xbox.
I was probably
Yeah.
watching, like, some fucking, like, Mr. Wiggles, some bullshit. She turns it off, and she's, like, watching the news, and she's like, Boston Marathon has been fucking bombed. I was like, well, this is fucking lame. Where's Mr. Wiggles?
News nowadays.
Do you guys watch the news ever?
No, it's fucking so depressing.
Yeah, I don't watch it either.
Now I know where all the depressive fucks go.
That's
They just get
boring.
more depressed.
There's no Fortnite on the news.
They're like, fucking dad and daughter died in a fucking fire, and I'm like, wow, great, I'm so excited. That just ruined my day.
gay.
Yo, like, you wanna yas this in the garbage, my friend? Thank you, daddy. Mi amigo. Do you have any more food?
Yo, fat ass, need to shut up before I make your ass and
Dude, I
food.
haven't-
I swear to God, get a toast on today.
I haven't, like, eaten today.
Not once.
Yo, I think we should shut this shit off. Rip a quick Kanye. What time is it?
True, we've been filming for an hour and 30 minutes. It's gonna be like literally a 30-minute podcast.
Exactly. We're gonna cut so much of this shit
So
out.
much.
Boston bombing, all going out the window. Alright, let's just do the outro now, honestly. Thanks for watching Nuked Podcast. If you did not subscribe now, this cute little cat, I will kill him. So, subscribe.